Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMtrading. Today is May 25th, 2021, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the market's looking to rebound after a rout. Now, there is no major economic event scheduled for today, but as we look at the various markets, starting out with the currencies, Canadian dollar still looking to break out, okay? It's inching on a daily basis. I'm going to take a look at that in just a second. In terms of the indices, the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq both bouncing, and looking at commodities, oil rallies back and gold pretty much unchanged. Looking at the stocks, it's the tech sectors that's reviving the market. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin bouncing. And the question is how much longer? So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So I'm going to first take a look at the Euro USD as it's getting a little bit stronger and revived its current status as a trendsetter, and you're right there at that resistance level 122.27 and looking to push it higher. So potentially, if this does continue to break out at this 122.40-ish level, I believe we could get back to this 123-ish level as well. So it's something to look forward to, but it's trading in tandem, meaning everything is trading versus the dollar getting stronger. If we look at the GBP, also strong and getting stronger at that 142. And lastly, looking at the Canadian dollar. Now, this is a timely, really a timely graph, as this is really inching on a daily basis. Every day I say it's getting a little bit stronger, getting a little bit stronger. But sure enough, it's right now on all-time highs versus the US dollar, the Canadian dollar versus the US dollar at 120.41. Now, once it breaks this 120, then we could surely see it go to 115-ish level. So something to look forward to. Now, looking at gold, taking a little bit of a break after a nice little rally since we hit at the beginning to end of March, okay, and towards the end of March, coming to the beginning and end of May that we are right now, we've rallied over 200 points, $200 in the price of gold. So a nice little rally there. And so we are hitting a little bit of a resistance-ish level. Potentially, we could retrace down to the 1795-ish level and leave some room for rallying towards the summer, okay, like we had last August. Now, looking at oil trading at $66. I mean, this is really a roller coaster ride. I mean, it's so volatile. 66 down to 61 and then back to 66. Tremendous volatility, $5 within a range, okay, and that's really indicative of the current situation with it. Now, looking at the Dow Jones, all right, Dow Jones popping this morning over 50 points to 34,455. If we can continue getting that little breakout, perhaps we can continue back to that 35,000 mark, okay? Now, this has had a roller coaster of a ride just because rotations of the market. Now, on Friday, we do have an important inflationary number coming out. So, you know, this may rally back to that 35,000 just for that number. Now, looking at the Nasdaq, also getting stronger at 13,700. And yesterday, we saw actually the tech stocks were the ones that carried us higher, okay? But I'd like to see follow through, okay? Specifically, looking at Microsoft, it was one of the stronger stocks at 249. And looking at Facebook, also 322, just off of its highs by $4. Amazon reluctantly going up, okay, at 3,200. And if we look at Apple as well, down on the day, really unchanged. So it's specific stocks that are taking us higher, not everything across the board. Now, if we look at the Dow Jones and the Dow Jones stocks like Alcoa, didn't budge higher, okay? And the JP Morgan, it's on its highs, but didn't budge higher. So we may see a rotation in the markets today where the big board stocks like JP Morgan and Alcoa do play catch up to the tech stocks as the market is making this rotation. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin. Now, we're looking at a daily chart. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. It's a little bit easier. Now, we did hit that level at 30,000 and finally bouncing off of it. Now, we're trading at 38,000. So volatility is still there. But look at this, okay? On a 4-hour chart, we broke our 8-day moving average plus our 30-day moving average. That crossover may signal a beginning of a potential upwards trend, okay? So that's really important. Now, it did hit it on the 4-hour chart, but did not even get close to our daily chart on the 30-day moving average. So there is room for there to be filled, possibly up to this 46,000. Okay, so potentially that could happen as the markets are rebounding. There could be some buyers jumping in to Bitcoin as well. So keep that in mind, as that is actually for waiting later today. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish everybody a great trading day.